All right, guys. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to my platform, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV. Yeah, I greet you. I greet you. I greet you at your location time. So welcome back. Please listen to this update. It's a fresh one. So we need to tell you because this is our own job here. You know, we have promised you a lot that any update we will be bringing it to your doorstep. You'll be hearing from us. So this is one of the things we are doing here. So like we were saying, Asari Doku, let me find the video first. He was yarning because they posted arrested on his head. So he was like crying now that I don't know what his crying is all about. Let me just find you the video. I saw the video before. Okay. If I couldn't find it here, sorry guys. Sometimes this video will just disappear. I find it a few hours ago, but I don't know where I downloaded it. Okay, let me check. Let me check another phone. This is one of the things we are talking about here. Asari Doku. Oh, sorry. Okay, not you. That's my voice. Asari. I think it's inside the one I'm using for this program. Oh, I'm really sorry. Anyway, I will find it again. I will surely find it. Before then, listen to this one. This is a Yakub Mahmoud. Yakub. Okay.
If that is what he's looking for, let him resign and go and look for political appointment. NBA president, what is he doing? I don't even know his name. YC Mekau, whatever you are called. You are the most incompetent person to continue as NBA president. I'm okay the kingdom. You are the most incompetent person to continue as NBA president. You should immediately resign. If you don't resign, NBA. We are calling on the neck of NBA to impeach you. You are grossly incompetent to continue as NBA. Tomorrow you will not call and say he has suspended him. That was how a lawyer went to file a to Corporate Affairs Commission to address the issue of registering Nigerian Law Society. You suspended him. By the time the suspension came, the lawyer went to court. He's still battling it. Now the Nigerian Law Society has gone to court against CAC to be registered as an association, and I filed the application. Why have you not suspended me for filing that application? Mekau, we are the most incompetent person to continue as NBA to resign for supporting DSS after desecrating the Temple of Justice at the Federal High Court. And you are saying that it was two fighting for what? Judge gave an order granting bail. Made a further order that if this bail is not perfected before the end of today, this man should be remanded, Emefiele should be remanded at the custody of the Nigerian Correctional Service. What else?
The man came to do his work and they attack him.
The men of DSS barricaded everywhere that Emefiele will not go to correctional services. More than 3 hours, they have to call their boss. After 3 hours, their boss have to reschedule whatever he was doing to come to the Federal High Court to personally take Emefiele to the correctional services as was ordered by the court. And they attacked him.
That is what is going on in our judiciary.
Did you see it on the media? We were all there live.
They will not sack the
and you say it was two fights. What two fights? So you mean the correctional service was fighting DSS? There was nothing like you fighting. DSS people came there with their lawlessness, as ordered by their DG, Bichi Magaji, who is lawless, who has vowed to institute lawlessness in Nigeria. I must continue to tell him that and tell Tinubu that Tinubu have made him his attack dog to institute lawlessness in Nigeria, and that lawlessness will bring about the downfall of this Tinubu administration. Magaji instructed his men not to allow the members of personnel of the Nigerian Correctional Service to take Emefiele to prison, and they threatened hellfire, cocked their gun, threatened to shoot all of us. You are saying it's still fighting. NBA President, I'm ashamed of you.
We just rose from the FCT High Court, and yesterday we read the statement credited to the NBA President, Mr. Mikau, addressing what happened at the Federal High Court, Lagos, 2 days ago, where men of the SSS desecrated the Temple of Justice. Prior to that, the DSSS or the SSS had called us all manner of names. As lawyers, they called us charge and bail lawyers, they called us bandits, they called us all manner of names, simply because we struggle to protect the rule of law, to call a spade in Nigeria. However, the NBA President's statement yesterday does not meet the standard of a statement of the leader of a bar which we all belong to. The paragraph 2 of the NBA statement seems to exonerate the head of DSSS, who is the directing mind of that institution, who ordinarily was the person that sent the men that attacked the correctional services personnel, who came to do their duties, to perform their duties, their constitutional duties at the Federal High Court, Lagos. And equally, the DG of SSS, Mr. Bichi, Yusuf Bichi, is the head of SSS and the directing man who gave instruction for that tweet that defamed our character as lawyers, and then desecrated that organization called NBA. We feel sad today that the leader of the bar will evade and use such insensitive words and fully do not protect the members of that association. We feel deeply saddened, we feel unprotected, and we feel that we are not being protected by the leadership of NBA. We call on well-meaning members of the Nigerian Bar Association to rise up to call for the resignation of the NBA president. In fact, I want to use this opportunity on behalf of lawyers in defense of democracy to call for the resignation of the NBA president, because he has failed in his primary duty to protect the members of the association, and if he fails in such primary duties, he has no other duty to perform. The best alternative is for him to go home.
2 days ago, it was Scene 1 at the Federal High Court. This is Scene 2. In continuation of DSS efforts, in fact, not DSS as an institution, the Director General of DSS, Mr. Bichi Magaji, his personal efforts, ill-informed efforts, and ill-convinced efforts to bring the judiciary to the gutters, to institute impunity and lawlessness in Nigeria, to settle political scores with Emefiele. We are in Scene 2.
It's what we are talking about here.
We were all in Lagos 2 days ago, where the DSS arraigned Emefiele for possessing firearms, in accordance with the judgment of the Honorable FCT High Court that ordered them to either release him on administrative bail after 46 days of his illegal detention, or charge him, and they complied, charging him for illegal possession of firearms. I will get to that. And of course, what happened in the court, like you all know, is already in the media, and the show of shame that happened in Lagos 2 days ago. the Honorable Judge of the Federal High Court seated in Lagos made a specific order that Emefiele should be remanded in the custody of the Nigerian Correctional Service. That is, if he was not able to perfect his bail. And thereafter, the DSS, under the direct instruction of their Director General, who is poised to settle political scores with Emefiele, ordered his boys to unleash mayhem, threatening to kill us, cock their rifle. In fact, they were about to shoot. And of course, you saw the show of shame how they handled a very senior officer of the Nigerian Correctional Service Center. And they did all this and forcefully kidnapped Emefiele and took him back to their custody. Because I say forcefully kidnap him because there is an order of the Honorable Judge of the Federal High Court that made specifically that Emefiele should be remanded in the custody of the Nigerian Correctional Service. And in the eyes of the law, Emefiele is in the custody of the Nigerian Correctional Service. But when the court rose.
All right, guys, this is about Emefiele case, that they didn't do as well. The rule of law is not abiding, it's not, transparent in this case. But that's for him, that's for him, because they are the politician, so they should do themselves. We are talking about our own freedom here, our youth freedom, we are not talking about them, because they what they swallow is what is paining in their stomach, that is for them. So allow me to show you this one. This one is another one. APC Tinubu is telling Peter Obi to to wait for his turn. That is wait for 2027. So how could that be? So it's a laughable. That's why I'm laughing. All this kind of playing how something that they are just pulling out. It's just a joke, it's a big of joke, So we cannot know what these people they mean, what is inside their brain, So they are just talking like a talkative, They are just talking anyhow. So they don't mean anything, and they are talking. It's not something that you can take home, You cannot take home. You cannot do it with anything, unless to just garbage it. So they are full of talking, not action. So we say we should, implement the law, that you will abide by the rule. The rule of law must prevail. That is what we stand for. So that is our own priority. So anyway, let me play you this video. Let me just play it because it's a laughable stock, So let's play it and okay. I will put it on my Bluetooth first before I can. Sorry guys, let me just put it on the Bluetooth so that you can hear very well. I will put it on the Bluetooth so we will hear it very, very well. We will not miss any word. So okay, I think I got it. So let's go.
Good morning show here on Arise News. Well, it's time now to review headlines on today's newspapers with the Ombudsman of This Day and Arise Media Group. And This Day's Newspaper Limited Group Executive Director, Kayode Komolafe. Good morning. Happy Sunday to you. You know how excited we get when you're here on Sunday.
Good morning, Steve.
Good morning.
Great to be here again. Thank you very much.
All right, let's go straight into it. We start with This Day on Sunday, where there are a few interesting stories today. The lead story being Tinubu meets ECOWAS leaders today, moves to restore democracy in Niger. And the three riders are quite instructive. Nigerian leader weighs option. UN, EU,
our own news is authentic.
Tighten the
Please
noose
support
of
us.
military
Our
leaders.
ministry.
Russia's Wagner Group.
Please share,
support
share
for coup
and comment.
plotters. Interesting
Share
issue
and comment.
that
God will bless you.
everybody has been discussing for days. On top of that lead story, court won't overrun president's victory. Economist intelligence unit predicts, says Obi will emerge formidable force in 2027. And on top of that is an issue that we have discuss in detail today. Resident doctors reject 25% salary increase by federal government. Continues strike. That's on page 6 of today's This Day. And on top of the masthead, Atiku, governors, others meet ahead of PDP's stakeholders meeting tomorrow. If you tie that with the cover picture showing Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Dr. Iyorchia Ayu, and a few of the PDP people, it simply says strategizing for the future. Last but not the least is the story on the window. Nigeria will work again under Tinubu, says Shettima, who is trying to inspire. This is like an inspiration talk to many Nigerians who are feeling the pinch of the economic reform of the last 2 months. The rider.
That'll be you, guys. That'll be you. Everything is just just coming up at the same time. I'm sorry, guys.
The rider says, insist nation's fortunes will change for good in the next 12 months. But the palliatives are for between 3 to 6 months, but it says that the fortunes will change in the next 12 months. So those are the stories. KK, any hope for the common man?
Of course, there is hope for the common man.
There's renewed hope.
I like your optimism.
I'm an incredible optimist. In matters of Nigeria.
Great.
Yeah, I rather err on the side of optimism. You are right, Steve. The cover, the picture on the front page of This Day on Sunday is related to the political story, which about a strip about the meeting of PDP stakeholders, slated for tomorrow. There was another meeting, I think yesterday. I think the same story is also on the front page of The Nation.
That's right.
It's also on the front page of Tribune, and I think Punch or also. So it's, if you like, you may say it's the political story of the day. And it has to be so because we are talking about the health, the organizational health of a very important political party in Ireland, the People's Democratic Party, the PDP. That is a party that was once in power for 16 years in this country. So it's only natural, for people to be interested in it. But what is significant, like you see in that photograph, you have Vice President, former Vice President Atiku, the chairman of the party, Professor Iyorchia Ayu, another Ambassador Ekimi, and the governor of Zamfara. Now, what is interesting, that is like a photo essay, more or less. Is that here you have Atiku, here you have Ayu. In the rift between Wike used in generic terms. Now that is the Wike camp of PDP. Ayu, appears to be the issue. The fact is Ayu appears to be the last straw. That broke the camel's back. In the rift. Now, but in the meeting, a lot of hope. Therefore, talking of hope again, will be pinned by PDP stakeholders against the meeting for tomorrow. But if what happened at the weekend, in the preparatory meeting, if it's anything to go by, it means that the party has to.
Sorry.
That to be able to heal the wounds within, and in doing so, may have a hard nut to crack. Now that Wike is already nominated by President Tinubu as a minister, and the story is that some of the stakeholders are saying that he will either be in PDP or be a minister of in an APC government. That he will not be allowed to eat his cake and have it, as they say. Now, but then it just shows that in the coming days, more news will come from the house of PDP. The other story, like we said, which is the story not just nationally but internationally, that's of interest, is the coup in Niger. Now, with AU, ECOWAS, issuing ultimatum, and the coup plotters, appear, to be determined, not to yield.